my math friends. Rossina here from Studio Math, ready to answer your questions. Here we have one from Math H, and it says, state the reciprocal function of the following and state the equations of any vertical asymptotes of the reciprocal functions. A lot of stuff to do, but it's really pretty simple, so let's get started. We have to first find the reciprocal function. So we have f of x equals 5x squared plus 13x minus 6. So reciprocal, that just means flip it over and put it under a 1, simply stated. So we're going to say 1 over 5x squared plus 13x minus 6. If you want to know more detail about why it's like this format, you can always message me directly and we can go into further detail. So that is the reciprocal function. We'll call it g of x. Okay, that is step 1. We are done with stating the reciprocal function. Now let's talk about the vertical asymptotes. And so first I'll go over how we find them, and then I'll kind of go into detail what they even mean, what they are. Okay, so to find a vertical asymptote, basically you need to, I'll put VA for vertical asymptote, find out what would make my denominator 0. So I'm going to just focus on the denominator portion, which is just the same as the original function, and I'm going to set it equal to 0. So here we're going to need our factoring skills. So briefly, we need to figure out what two numbers multiply to negative 30. I got that by negative 6 times 5. And adds, A for adds, to positive 13. So the magic combination for that is 15 and negative 2. 15 times negative 2 is negative 30. 15 plus negative 2 is positive 13. So that's our magic combination. So what do we do from there to keep factoring? We're going to rewrite this 13x as plus 15x minus 2x. And I'll bring the rest of the problem down, 5x squared minus 6. So we just really rewrote that middle term with these two. If you think about it, 15x minus 2x is 13x. Then we're going to take each group and do a GCF factoring, greatest common factor. Factor out the 5x, we get x plus 3. 5x times x is 5x squared, 5x times 3 is 15x, that's where that came from, minus 2 times x plus 6. Double checking, negative 2 times x is negative 2x, negative 2 times positive 6 is negative 6. And then from here, we factor out the GCF from this whole thing, which is, oh, I made a mistake. That should say x plus 3. Going too fast. Negative 2 times positive 3 is negative 6. All right. The GCF of this whole group is x plus 3. And then what remains inside is the 5x minus 2 equals 0. Then you're going to take each factor. X plus 3 equals 0. 5x minus 2 equals 0. And we get x equals negative 3. X equals 5x equals 2, and x equals 2/5, which is 0.4. So we have reached our answer to finding the vertical asymptote equations. So that is x equals 3, negative 3, excuse me, and x equals 2/5 or 0.4. And what are even vertical asymptotes? They're just basically numbers that tell us where the graph does not exist. So if we look at x equals negative 3, we would put a vertical asymptote here. X equals 2/5 or 0.4 is approximately right here. And if we were to take this even further, we would graph it and we'd get and this is just a quick sketch, it's not very accurate, but just so you get the idea, we would get a graph that looks like this, something like this, and on the other side. So that just takes it a step further. We'd need to build a table and figure that out. There is actually a horizontal asymptote here, but the question did not ask that, so I will not go into detail. And there you have it. So again, here is the reciprocal function, and here are your vertical asymptote equations. Hope that helps. Thanks. Bye.